Yeah, there's always that pressure. And not only from my family, but from anybody who knows music or anybody that's listening, you know. Once you step on the stage, you have to be the best, you know, or better at least than you were before. I was singing a lot when I was a kid, like straight out of the womb I was singing until I was like 3 or 4. For some reason, I stopped singing. I feel like I didn't like the attention that it gave me. My mom is a soprano, like classical soprano. My dad is a classical tenor. And all my mom's brothers, she has 4 brothers, they're all operatic tenors. I knew I had the talent, but I didn't want to show them I had the talent because I knew if I did, they'd be like, oh, you gotta do this, you gotta do this, let's do this, let's put you in this. During that time, I would go into the closet when everybody was sleeping at night and I was like studying. I'd go into the closet and I'd put the recording of the 3 tenors of Luciano Pavarotti or Plácido Domingo or Jose Carreras, and I would copy them. And I would try to like copy what they were doing, the sound, the way their mouth was shaped, the way they approached the notes, how they sang, I mean, everything. And that's how I basically taught myself how to sing like that. And for the high notes, when the high notes came, I'd grab a sweater and I'd scream into the sweater, oh, so that nobody would wake up. And I would sing in the shower and everything, but all those years, nobody even knew that I was doing that. And by the time I got into college, I told my parents one day, I was like, you know, I think it's time to decide what I want to do in college, and I felt like it was time for me to sing, so I told them, I think I'm going to be a vocal major in college. And they were like, what are you talking about? You don't sing. I was like, well, you know, I think it's time for me to explore that. And so then I entered in the competition that they do here, the Promising Young Artist competition, and I was able to win some money. They gave me some scholarship. I sang and I played the saxophone, and my whole family was there, and they were blown away that I would even sang like that. They had no idea. And if you told me like that I would have the opportunity to like sing at Carnegie Hall a piece that I wrote and do the American premiere at Carnegie Hall, you know, things like that, you know, it'd be like, you're ridiculous. I can't do that. I mean, obviously the craziest thing that's ever happened to me is to become a singer, you know. It's like the biggest stepping stone in my life, you know. God showed me that by putting this in my lap, you know. I wasn't thinking about being a singer. I wasn't supposed to be a singer. But God led me this way, and He put certain people in my path and certain events in my path that led me here. And He continues to do that. He continues surprising me with things I never asked for, and neither do I deserve them, but they happen to me. Because music is one thing that's innately human, you know. But it's also innately part of the divine, you know. And I feel like we can kind of connect the two worlds together by making music, and if we can change somebody's heart with music, if we can change how people feel, how people think, how people react, then that means that by changing someone's heart, you can change the world, you know. My name is Luis Anthony Leon, but you can just call me Anthony.